Now, looking at the market, we're seeing it down again. Talking to you earlier today, you said it's not entirely profit-taking this time around, but investors are also still anticipating Q2 results coming out.
Uche, good afternoon. In the market today, we saw the index coming down by about 0.09%, giving a figure of 23,105 basis points, and the market capitalization dropping to 7.354 trillion naira. What we saw in the market today is not actually profit taking, because there isn't any of the stocks that actually dropped significantly, and except for mobile. If we look at the major driver of the market today, which is First Bank, that traded about 44 million units, the price actually closed upward. So if it were to be profit-taking, actually, we could have seen a situation whereby the price will have dropped. And when you look at some other major movers of the market, such as GT Bank, the price dropped just by some 10 kobo, but that wasn't significant enough to be responsible for profit-taking. But be it as it may, the audited RVR report of Guaranteed Trust Bank and Access Bank PLC are still being very much expected in the market. And for quite a while, as long as those results are still pending, we are still going to see the market remaining stable at the level that it is. But one good thing about the market as at now is the fact that the index has maintained some measure of stability as over 23,000 basis points. So that is good coming for the market at this point in time.
Right, Rotimi, but let's talk about CCNN results, some results coming out of the cement sector there. Now, looking at them, Rotimi, I don't know what you think, but I think they don't look so good. And, of course, investors seem to think the same. We saw CCN losing about 10 kobo today.
Yeah, it actually lost 19 kobo. I think when you look at that result critically, comparative to the same period last year, there is a sharp drop in their profit before tax. And maybe taking a closer analysis, a closer look at the results, at the financials, and doing an analysis of what actually was responsible, it is apparent from that result that there was a drop. I mean, there is an increase in their distribution costs and also in the cost of sales. And this, we believe, there wasn't anything specifically mentioned being responsible for that increase. But I want to believe that maybe in the coming result for Q3 and also the auditor report, there is likely going to be a change. But we saw a situation whereby investors reacted negatively to the stock today. And at the close of the market, the price closed at 19 kobo lower than what it did the previous day yesterday.
But Rotimi, I mean, you're saying investors reacted negatively to that stock, but it seems like across the whole cement sector, we didn't see such a good performance. Dangote Cement, it lost again today. We also saw WAPCO top on the losers list. What's your take on really what's making investors sort of lose interest? Are we seeing selling pressure in that sector? What exactly is it?
I think taking a look at one of them one after the other, looking at WAPCO, there is a good, at least for quite a while, we saw the price at about 14 naira sometimes back. And shortly thereafter, it moved up and got to almost 44 naira. So what we might say concerning WAPCO is profit-taking, actually. But for Dangote Cement, if you look at what it lost the previous day and even the day before, it's been quite significant. But for what we are seeing today, the drop in price today is quite less. It's almost about, it lost 10 kobo actually, compared to a price of 112 naira. So invariably, what we see in that situation is we can't group the entire sector together. Okay. In the sense that for WAPCO, it was for profit taking. For CCNN, it was for the bad result that they sent. And for Dangote Cement is getting
Feeling
back
pressure.
to stability.
Right.
So before the end of the week, we may see Dangote Cement coming up again.
Right. Well, Rotimi, give me your outlook for the market, of course, tomorrow. What is your outlook in market, of course, in terms of results as well? Because we're still expecting to see results coming out of GT Bank, Axis Bank, and a few other companies. So in light of this, what is your outlook for the market?
For tomorrow, First Bank specifically, if the volume of bid the outstanding volume of bid that we have today is filled in the early trading hours, then we may likely see the price of that stock coming down. But for the other ones, for the likes of GT, there's still a lot of apprehension concerning the result. And until we have the result in the market, and also that of Access Bank, there will still be a little drop here and there concerning the two stocks, just as we had today. But we may really see not much difference tomorrow.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Rotimi, for giving us your take. That was Rotimi Fakayejo.